Don't play with me. Hey. Got a lot of 20s in my pocket, what you mean? First you get the money, then your options get obscene. First you wasn't checking, now she watching what you need. Ay, I got what you need, I got what you need. If you riding it, don't hide it, don't you know we living free? If you riding it, don't hide it, don't you know we living free? If you riding it, don't hide it, don't you know we living free? I got what you need, I got what you need. I feel like God's gift. Never question my divinity. Champagne my ministry. Lil' mama say she 5'6". I ain't tripping cause you finna be laid out swapping chemistry. You know I'm on that vibe shit. Jordan 1s and tribe shit. Tryna stay alive if they come for me. Don't side switch, my niggas ride. I can tell you holding back what you really hide. Bust it on the first night, that's perfect time. Got a lot of 20s in my pocket, what you mean? First you get the money, then your options get obscene. First you wasn't checking, now she watching what you need. Hey, what you need, baby? I got what you need, yeah, I got what you need. Hey, look, I've been trying to stop, boy, I spend a lot. Make a play to make a drop, then I spin the block. Ain't no hesitating speed if it's shooting me. Trying to stay up like a cage, watching UFC. I love women so much, I might need to calm down. With these stripes and this Adidas, more like Tom Brown. Dominoes, set them up, knock them all down. Wait, lately I ain't miss a shot, knock them all down. Got a lot of 20s in my pocket, what you mean? First you get the money, then your options get obscene. First you wasn't checking, now she watching what you need. Ay, I got what you need, I got what you need. If you riding it, don't hide it, don't you know we living free? If you riding it, don't hide it, don't you know we living free? If you riding it, don't hide it, don't you know we living free? I got what you need, I got what you need. Nothing to show when you compromise. Better surrender if you want control. Overhead, I couldn't justify. Was it worth never coming back home? 2 a.m. Life is but a shot clock. Came and took the top spot. You forgot the top lock. All that entitlement ain't never served you no way. Standing in the doorway, earthquakes on Earth Day. I want it in the worst way. Bet the house of cards on it, filter on it out of focus. Your fall from grace is hardly noticed. To whom much is given, much is expected. That's not walking on water, that's just reflective. Black boys stay dangerous, but don't be reckless. I might call up prison to check the method. Always on B. Told baby if she let me, she gon' sign on that lease. Ask me, do I fit anything? No, not in the least. Triple the profit, and I did that in my sleep. Don't be alarmed, just clear on what my ask is. And wherever the cash is. Nothing to show when you compromise. Better surrender if you want control. Overhead, I couldn't justify. Was it worth never coming back home? Nothing to show when you compromise. Better surrender if you want control. Overhead, I couldn't justify. Was it worth never coming back home?
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to this night edition of this special episode. Now, many of y'all know that normally I wouldn't go live this late, but as y'all been seeing with my channel, I've been potting today, like for real. Then dropped back-to-back videos today. Did one during lunchtime, did another one about 2 hours ago, and this is going to be my third one right now that I'm dropping. But all these videos that I'm dropping, believe it or not, there's a purpose behind it that I'm building up all the way up until this point where we're at right now. But before I go into more detail about what I'm going to talk about, let me go ahead and welcome everybody who's in the building right now. Miss Peterson, I see you over there in the Facebook universe, and I appreciate you tuning in. We also got Moneyboy Trey in the building as well, dropping stakes. We got Nanya as well. Yeah. Got Miss Joy Chit Chat, and we got Mr. Lawrence in the building as well. And anybody else who's not in the chat, but tuning in, and I appreciate y'all tuning in as well to this special night episode. Now, this episode, hopefully, I won't be too long with it, but We just gonna roll with it tonight. All right, we're just gonna roll with it. Now, as you see with the topic tonight, the topic is simple. Um, it's called the upward trend of this lives by Black content creators. Now, what do Urban mean about that? About this trend of this lives from content creators? Well, let me explain it. I have been noticing this trend for a while. To be quite honest with y'all, I've been noticing this trend since I think about 2 or 3 years from now. Oh yeah, I know it's Dark Miss Peterson. It's a method to the madness. I did that purposely. But yeah, I've been noticing this trend of this video since roughly about 2 years, probably a little bit longer than that. Now, yeah, I'm pausing for a reason. Let me put it to y'all this way: if we are truly about the development of the Black community, if we are truly about each one teach one, if we are truly about leaving a legacy for the generations, if we're truly about that, then why are we producing content to diss each other? Why are we producing content to tear down each other? Now I know many of y'all probably immediately saying, "Well, Urban, what are you talking about?" Or "Urban, you tripping?" Or "Urban, you probably even saying, Urban, you judging?" Or whatever. The past couple of days, when I had took off of social media, I had decided to do my personal survey, right? And this survey, it consists of me just looking up different content creators, preferably on YouTube. But I was looking up different content creator, Black content creators versus any other one, race content creator, white, Hispanic, whatever. And I was just doing a compare and contrast. The purpose why I was doing the survey is because I was trying to figure out, are we as Black people the only one who doing this type of content, or is it everyone who does it? So by me taking the time out and just surveying this, I came to the realization is that I only see this existing within the Black community. I only see this existing within the Black community. Now, some of y'all probably also would say this. Well, we're putting up, content and stuff like that. But what about the other audience? What about the other one artists that are out there? What about the rappers? That do like diss tracks and stuff. I'm glad you asked about that. Even with them, the only people that I see that produce diss tracks is Black people. And I'm just being totally real with you about it. I haven't yet to see a white person create a country diss track dissing each other. I have yet to see um, a Hispanic person create a diss track dissing each other. So far, through my observation, I only seen it within the Black community. I only seen it only in the black community. So this raised the question with me, and I started just asking myself, why is this so? Why is this actually going on? Especially, if many of us we're talking about we for the community, we for the black community, we for each other, we want to uplift each other, but yet and still um, we find tactful ways to disarm each other or tactful ways to create words that could ultimately create harm towards each other. Now, I don't know if how many of you been on following my lunchtime conversations, but lately I've been talking about communication, and one of the biggest things that I've been talking about communication is with the one words. Unfortunately, words do have power behind it. And I also talk about that at the end of the day, words is nothing more than a form of energy that's been transmitted between each other. It could be positive words or negative words. So when I see this, when I see us going back and forth with each other, dissing each other, tearing down each other, all for the sake of just getting views and likes, and to have people just in the one chat cheer you on while you're doing it. How's that benefiting us at all? I mean, how's it benefiting us? How's that even beneficial? I'm reminded of a biblical scripture in the Christian Bible. It says this. It said, "What have a man to gain when he gain the whole world, but yet loses his whole soul in the process? Or what does a man profit to gain the whole world, but yet loses his soul in the process?" So I'm questioning that right now. What is it do we have to gain for tearing each other down repeatedly? Now, I want to let y'all know that there are many different black content creators that are out there that been participating in doing this. That I have saw. Many of them do it. All for the sake of quote unquote likes, quote unquote views, a few seconds of fame. But at the end of the day, what are we really gaining from it? 1,000 subscribers so you can get monetized? I mean, what are you really gaining from it? And at the end of the day, once when all that happens, then what's next? What's the end game? So right now, many of you probably sound like, well, Urban, I don't know, man. Even this right here that you're talking about, this kind of sound like you dissing the people who's dissing. No, let me tell y'all the difference. Let me share with y'all the perspective about the difference. All right. When a content creator come on here and they're actually sharing a perspective and hopes to create positive conversation and or tough conversations as well, but the goal is to come up with solutions, then there's nothing wrong with that. But however, when the same content creator comes up, instead of trying to find solutions, we want to add on to the problem. We want to go and backbite. We want to go and talk about each other. We want to go and even go as low as hitting each other in a jugular. Talking about each other loved ones and all kind of weird stuff. Talk about each other living situations. And just going back and forth, back and forth. And my question is, what are you profiting from that? Even further so, what is the end goal? What is the solution behind it? What is the end goal? What's the solution? If there is a solution. Now, when I also did my own survey, I also noticed this trend as well. I also noticed that sometimes different content creators will purposely get together and they will create a false disc narrative just so they could get views, just so they could get likes, just so they could get subscribers. They'll create this narrative, not knowing and understanding that the form of communication and the form of words that you're creating will eventually have a negative effect. But yeah, it would create a negative effect. So tell me, is that the end goal? Is the end goal is to create a negative effect? If that be the case, then how's that beneficial? How's that beneficial to the community? And how is it beneficial to your personal self, to your personal space, to your personal being? Is it edifying? Is it correctional? Does it produce accountability? These are the questions that we have to ask ourselves. We have to ask ourselves these questions, these tough questions. Because just like I said earlier, I have not yet seen any other type of content creator do this, all except for us black people. And I'm just being honest and real about it. And other race that they look at these videos and show even the people who control social media. I'll look at these fools here. They sitting up here around talking about each other. Let me get that algorithm up and so we can get them more views. Because we love it when they do that. We love it when they do that. So yeah, we first boost the algorithm up where everybody could see it. Why them fools looking at your video and laughing at you? Not with you, but laughing at you. Why you sitting up here turn each other down? But in the same token, when you get other content creators who's not about that life, who don't want to turn down each other, who put out positive content, guess what happens? That algorithm slows down. People barely get to see that particular message. It barely get liked, it barely get views, it barely gets shared. So once again, y'all tell me, how's it beneficial? How's it beneficial? Now, I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at Money Boy comment right here. He was saying it ain't what they're saying when they're dissing. It's the principle. I get it. It's the principle behind it. I get it. So whenever I hear that word, it's the principle behind it. It's the principle, man. It's the principle. You know what I think of? I think of a person who chooses to not control their behavior or take accountability for their actions or their behavior. They use that as an excuse. Let me give you an example of that. People who are drug addicts, right? They use the excuse saying that it's the dope dealer who giving them the drugs so they can use it. They use the excuse that it's available to them, and that's what caused them to use it. But at the same time, they are still accountable for their overall action. They are responsible for their overall choice. Now they choose to receive the drugs and they choose to use it. Just in the same token, they could choose not to receive the drug and they could choose not to use it. Same with the one concept with words and conversation. You could choose to engage in positive conversations where it's beneficial, where it can be uplifting, or you can choose to be in negative conversations where it puts you in this certain space where instead of recognizing it and taking accountability for your personal action, it's more convenient to stay in that space because in the moment it feels good. In the moment it feels good to you. Just like a drug user. In the moment it feels good. But in the long run, it's not. It's damaging. Not only to yourself, but to others. The same concept, the same perspective. So it comes to the point where you have to be accountable for your own personal actions, regardless of what's going on. Now, am I saying that whenever a person come against you or whenever a person speaks negative or slanderous things against you, that you should just quote unquote punk out and let them do it? That ain't what I'm saying. By all means, you should communicate that and let that person know. And that's it, and leave it at that. You choose to be the greater person. Once when you express yourself, that's it. Let it go. Let it go. Even if it's take for you to personally take action and take personal accountability on your part, you do it. And don't worry about that person or how the way they perceive it or what they're going to do next. Now, y'all may be saying, well, Urban, man, that's easier said than done. I beg to differ. The reason why I say that is because, once again, it's based on your choice if you want to do it or not. There's nothing in this world controlling you. There's nothing in this world preventing you from make any type of choice other than yourself. This is the reason why you hear the old saying, you are your worst enemy. That's the reason why this saying exists. So it's all based on your choice. It's based on how the way you perceive things. It's based on how even how you interact. You could choose to do whatever you want to do. It's your God given choice. It's your God given will. But one thing for certain is this: is that whatever choices you make, it's either going to be positive or it's going to be negative based on the choices that you make. And the one universe always have a way, or as you say, karma always have a way of bringing it back around. Always, whether it's good or bad. Always. So yeah, I'm looking at the comments too while I'm addressing this, and I'm addressing the comments shortly. But once again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah, PMP, he told me I got the dark devil lamps going. Well, that's what's up. I decided to do the red today. But yeah, I decided to do the red today. But yeah, once again, it's based on the end game is based on choice. Um, yeah, while I'm reading over, while I'm reading over this comment, let me go and drop the link real quick for y'all while I'm reading over these comments. Hold up, because I know some of y'all are dying to get up here. Yes, sir, Money Boy, and I'm here for the crab legs tonight. Yeah, I agree with that, Miss Peterson. I agree. Mm-hmm. And it is ego as well. Yes. Yeah, Money Boy, he's saying, I'm a perfectly balanced human. I can't be good all the time. I can't turn the other cheek all the time. That causes people to take kindness for weakness. Yeah, I was waiting on you come up here, Money Boy, so I can address this comment to you.
What's up, State Gang Urban?
Hey, what it do, Money Boy? What it do?
I'm here for my interview, sir. It sounds like a state gang this, so I'm here to speak on behalf of state gang. What's up?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Speak your piece.
I'm saying, ask me. I'm saying, what? Ask me. You said you wanted to address a comment. I'm here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Let me
still
get
in
into it.
even when you get through with this rent, you still in violation for another week and a half, sir.
Oh,
There's
I'm not
rule
worrying about that.
there's rules and regulations to this shit, sir.
Oh, trust me, I'm not worrying about that at all. Blue. Oh, you saying in this comment you take kindness. You're saying that causes people to take your kindness for weakness.
Yes, for like instance with me, why I've been embroiled in beef recently because people took my kindness for weakness. People took me as they took me ignoring them and not commenting and responding back as a sign that they could keep doing this shit for 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, however long they felt like it. So when I decided to turn Lucifer, it is what it is. I keep repeating it's balance. Like I typed in the chat, even the concept of karma is simply balance because they say if you put out good, good will come back. It's balance.
Hmm. Yeah, which I agree with you on that. It is balance.
That's why you got them red lights on because you're feeling a bit devilish tonight.
Now, because I had the blue lights on the last time, so I decided to do red, and I may do
So
one
so
another
so
color.
there's so there's still balance though. You blood one minute, you crypt the other. It's balance.
Yep, gang,
You can't
absolutely.
have peace. You can't have peace without war.
But even with addressing that, now I understand that certain situations require immediate response, which is nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that at all. But also, since we're speaking on the concept of balance, there's some situation that doesn't require immediate response. It requires to be more tactful, especially if the resorts is creating a repeated scenario.
It's only repeated on one side. Well, with me, I get what you're saying. I'm speaking on myself, but yeah, it's on me. It's not. It's definitely not a repeated thing with me. If you see that shit, it's one sided. It may be repeated for a couple of days, but typically I move the fuck on with my life.
Oh yeah. Which at the end of the day, that's what you should do, and that's why I advise anyone to do because life is too short to be still trapped in a certain space, especially a negative space when there's
Now I
way
will.
more important things that are out there than that.
I definitely agree with you that you don't see country singers doing diss tracks, but I will say I get your point of saying black people do the majority of it, but white people in battle in it too. The Powell brothers troll and talk shit about white people online all the time. But I get what you're saying. We're the majority of it, and we are vicious as hell when we do it.
Yeah,
Even myself, I match energy with people, but some shit I'm just not gonna do. Like I'll match energy with them to a certain point. Some shit I'm just not gonna do though.
yeah, yeah, and I understand that. Um, well, when I was doing my survey, I noticed one of the main reasons why a lot of black content creators was doing that is to create clout and trolling, and basically they just trying to get their views up.
I know I was comfortable where I was. Folk fucking with me. I was comfortable trolling Kwame Brown and others. I don't talk about YouTube. I was not there. I talk about, goddamn it, high level, high value, as they would say, YouTubers. Kevin Samuels and the sort. I
Hmm.
don't just be bothering. I don't bother people.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I gave the example earlier about that. Now if you're doing videos where you responding specifically about a certain topic that they was talking about on a show, then that's fine. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, you just sharing your personal perspective about the subject that they're talking about. But when it goes deeper, just like I did the show earlier with Kevin Samuels, where people was talking about that he was gay, when it goes into that level where you want to discredit a person by slandering their character and stuff, then that's a whole nother level.
Well, Urban, you do realize last night that was the title of Kevin Samuels' show, right? He
Yeah, I
titled
know
his
that.
show Kevin Samuels is Gay. So, of course, he made everybody talk about it. That's why I asked you, I was like, was that clickbait or not? I saw it was his title, but I wasn't finna watch to see if it was fucking true. But
Yeah.
I just assumed he did it as clickbait and was being sarcastic.
Well, if you go back and view my video, he literally said it that he wasn't gay. He don't like men. He
So
don't
he
date men,
finally
nothing like
came
that.
out.
But that wasn't his first time saying it. He been to say that.
Well, no, this is the first time he actually verified. The other times he shook it off. He didn't answer. He was dismissive. He finally gave a definitive no.
Hmm.
People still gonna think what the fuck they want to, but they can't say he never said it because that's all people were saying. You never said you didn't, because even with the Tasha K, instead of answering it, what's wrong with being gay? The LGBT community, y'all on the clock. He could have just said no, like he
Yep.
did last night. But he knew what he was doing, though.
Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, that's the only thing about that I personally don't agree with. And to be honest with you, I'll never rock with that ever. Going and you know slandering people or anything like that. Now, I would disagree with certain things that they're saying and make talking points on that and share my different point of view on that. But talking about someone, no, I'll never do that ever because I don't see the point of it.
Oh man, it's just like the point of it is just like the point of going to box to release energy, and that energy that you're releasing is typically negative. When you scream and you punch and you exercise to get out negative energy, that's the same concept. You lash out that negative energy at the person that's been fucking with you verbally.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Don DeMarco, go, 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 go.
Yeah, gotcha. So, let me ask you this question, Money Boy. How far do the quote unquote war have to go before it comes to a resolution? Before we get a solution behind it, before it's finally let go and moving forth.
Yeah, so for me, it's I move on with my life, but I just come out to play when I get ready because I know they ain't gonna stop. Like I ain't bothering that guy I did the video on last night. I ain't talking to this nigga ever again in life. But that don't mean he ain't gonna fuck with me. But I'm gonna not talk about him no more because he's actually retarded. That lady in New York, she ain't gonna stop. So I'm gonna come out to play because she actually predicted what was gonna happen. She actually gave me the blueprint. Remember, I was on Joy's channel with this shit. And then
Hmm.
she was like, he's so stupid, he need to get to 1,000 subs. He should be doing it from his channel. And I was like, maybe she's right. And it backfired on her. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty much trolling her at this point and playing her content.
yeah, gotcha. They are even when you deal with a person who boldly said that they're not going to stop, they're never going to stop them. Then what would be the end game for us? You.
Like I said, I come out and play when I want to. I move on with my life. And I know that person ain't gonna stop because shit, every time they don't talk about us, their numbers are in the shitter.
Hmm.
My numbers are consistent, whatever it is, even on old replays. And I'm fine with it. Whatever the consistent is, if it's 173 views, I'm cool with it. I don't need the drama views. It just happens to come when I feel like stepping outside. But the one thing that I can say I have on my side is even when I'm not beefing, I still am entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, when you ask me that question, I agree with you, and I still agree with you to this day. It is entertaining.
Look at
So
Teddy Long.
who is this
Teddy
Huggy
Long,
or
It's
man.
Teddy player. It's Teddy player. We're on the Steakomania,
what up,
boy. We're on
Teddy?
the Steakomania.
State Gang Teddy, what it do?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Listen to this
Man,
dude, man. God daggone, man. I don't know what's wrong with Urban right now.
he in his feelings because he got put in violation, but he's making great points though.
I know he is, man. But it's like,
He's
man, what
making great points,
Urban?
but I'm making great points too. Well, I'm only speaking for myself though. I'm speaking on for myself on behalf of State Gang. But yeah, it's balanced with me, man. Because again, you be nice to you're nice. You say yes all the time. People abuse it. You quiet
Yeah,
all the time. People abuse it. You turn the cheek all the time. People abuse it. You're gonna run out of cheeks.
yep, yeah, exactly, and that comes back to the one point that you made about balance. So yeah, it's also a balance for everything. Just like it is said that it's a time and place for everything. It's a time for love. It's a time for hate. It's a time for peace. Then there is a time for war. And all of that's understandable. But the one point that I'm making about that as well is that you're already making the time for war. So how long do war have to last before you get back into the concept of peace again? If that's the end game. And so
Peace
that's
is
pretty much where I keep throwing in the accountability part. Just to make sure that everything is being balanced where you're not caught up in
man.
war all the time. And next thing you know, it's over a year, you still in war, and 9 times out of 10, you end up becoming a casualty of war because you've been in it so long,
Let
or
me ask you a
prisoner of war.
question. Let me ask you a question. Ain't the Bloods and Crips still at war? Ain't the Vice Lords and GDs at war? Ain't the United States still at war with several motherfuckers?
Hmm.
That's a
So
quick.
are
It
the Bloods and
depends
Crips
on.
still at war?
It,
Because I haven't
yes,
heard them in a
yes,
while.
yes. Put two of them in a room that aren't 50. Put some young ones in there. Nah, but I just for me again, I have no problem moving on. Like I said, I come outside and play when I want to. I can just go on about my life for 2 months, and then after 2 months, it's just like, dang, you still talking, lady, and just come outside and play, and then I can go back to my world. Them other people don't know how to stop. That ends up being their downfall. They can't stop.
Hmm. So since you skillfully know how to make yourself stop, what advice could you give to people who can't stop, who make this become a addiction where they just got to have this high, they got to have this hit?
Well, negativity only gets you so far. People burn out on negative. People want to see negativity, but they burn out on it fast, especially from the same source.
Man, shit. I tell you that, boy. I left the whole sector. None of you could probably tell you about that sector over there, boy. That black sector, boy. Ain't nothing but a complete circle, man, of just
I
bumping
don't enter.
heads
I don't
all day long.
entertain it.
The same group, year after year, just bumping heads. Like it get boring, it get tiresome, especially if you just a watcher. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. And see, that was actually a good move that you made, man. You notice that particular group or set is in this negative space, so you decide to dismiss yourself from it,
Oh no, I can be
right?
down with the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Money said, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of fun. You're on a platform that don't even take our content serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting on a 7-day suspension right now for dropping some vaccine shit. So this platform don't take you all that serious or how we want to be. So
I, I have a smile on my face while I'm doing this shit. I be laughing, joking.
man,
These
that's what
these
it
other
should
people
be.
get upset.
That's what
Hey,
it
these
should be. It should be fun, man.
It's fun for me, not so much for the people on the receiving end, but they think that I'm gonna be upset at the shit that they do. I just laugh at it all. I don't.
Man,
It's YouTube. I don't take it seriously.
I've been watching some of the worst, man, for the last 2 years, man. And it's like if the shit is funny, the shit is funny, even if you on the receiving end.
See, that's my side of balance. I can't even intake shit like that too much. I have a low tolerance for it. Like literally, I can't hear this shit for like 20 minutes. Just notice when I read reviewing them other folks shit, I like stop them after 30, 40 seconds and talk for 20 minutes.
The thing about this war, this little war here is they're so weak. I can't believe it's taking this long, man, to throw these people in the trash can, man.
Well, I
But
guess,
it ain't my fight,
but
you know what I'm saying?
well, the thing is a lot of people have the urban solutions like, man, just let it go. And it's been unchecked for years. She just made it. I'm like, with this particular chick, I just was like, enough is enough. I'm gonna go on about my life. And then she came back out. I'm like, so you still at it? Let me apply some more pressure. I ain't fuck with her. I did a different target last night, not her. But you
Man,
know what
I'm
she
over there
did?
with
You
Vic.
know what she did today? Fucked with us. Did we go live about it? Nope.
She did
Niggas
something
got
again
shit
And I,
today.
going
and
on.
I was actually
Yes.
proud of y'all that y'all didn't go live right after that.
We have actual shit going on in our lives, sir. That's why I say I don't take
But
this
she won't
shit
love.
seriously.
I mean, I didn't take it serious, man, that she called us, you know what I'm saying, sloppy seconds. You know what I'm saying? I took it as a joke and fired back as a joke. You know what I'm
The
saying?
the
That
entire concept of State Gang is us trolling her because she got mad because we were out eating steaks. That backfired on her. And she fucking with everybody that's in the State Gang. So even if I'm quiet, it's other people that she talking shit about that is gonna defend themselves. But even those people are living their own lives, getting married and shit. They are married. They having businesses and not bothering people, but she does. And State Gang is just like, you know what? We're gonna unite like the Power Rangers. We're gonna morph into the Megazord. We're gonna finish it. There's too many of us for her to keep attacking everybody. Everybody ain't gonna be silent. Even if I'm silent, everybody is not, because everybody got that bad side and their good side, including you,
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer. I see them lights.
I'm not down that at all, bro. Yo,
So 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 we're
don't
gonna get a fuck that bitch
misconstrue
tonight.
me.
Your violation could end tonight if you give us a fuck that bitch.
I love her so much.
You already got the red
let's go
lights
ahead and do
on.
it, man. We needed a therapist last night, man. It was like, man, I had stopped the drive by and everything, man, in the middle of the drive
You
by.
got put out the car, sir. See, Meg got put out the car last night too.
Trying to do what Urban talking about and shit and see what the hell happened. I ain't listening to Urban no more.
Yeah, you gotta live to fight another day, bro.
We all alive. This shit is the internet.
They don't know how to handle it that way. That's the problem.
But now, I don't want y'all to misconstrue what I'm saying.
Oh, I
I'm not
get you.
saying to just totally turn the other cheek and let people do whatever they want to do with you, because that's not balance. I'm saying that it's okay to address the situation, but after addressing it, that's it,
Eh,
without the additional
It,
back and forth
eh,
behind it.
it got to go on for a
eh,
little bit. It got to go on for a little bit.
Well,
You
that,
know what I'm
yeah, but
saying?
I
That's what
mean,
I mean, yeah, how many times I got to pull up in the car and shoot the person to let them know they dead? How many
eh,
drive-bys do it take?
hey,
sometimes you get bored. Sometimes you get bored.
man, we from the hood, man. You know we can't aim.
You get bored and it's low hanging fruit, and it's not like you fucking with them anyway. They've been fucking with you, so it's like, okay, let me see what they. Okay, let me get them. It's not like you bothering them. You just like, you know what? I ain't got shit going. They've been poking the bear, slow hanging fruit. They're easy to beat because they stupid. You just go with it.
caught me at the wrong time, man. YouTube suspended me. I was pissed off. He said I was sloppy seconds. So it was like all in one day. Somebody had to get shot. Yeah, I ain't lying. The
Nothing
game
these
ain't.
people say bother me.
Now you're talking about until the job is finished. It's
But
this
none you,
remind me of
but none you, man. You over there with us, man. You over there with the Uncle Shugs, the Jazzy, the Laws, and shit like this. How weak are these motherfuckers? We should have been took these people out, man. Come on, tell us the truth, man.
this reminds me when I play Fortnite with my kids. They'll be going around to shooting people for no apparent reason.
And that's what you're supposed to do on Fortnite.
They do. They just go around and them people ain't
Whoop
doing
each
nothing
other
but trying to
ass.
build walls and stuff, and all of a sudden just come out of nowhere and shoot them, laugh about it, and keep on going.
You've been meditating this week, haven't you?
I sure have.
See,
Man.
I know. I understand. I can tell when a person has been in their hippie, when they're in their pure hippie phase. I go there from time to time. But again, I have to balance this shit out because you can't be happy all the time. It's not normal. There
Yeah,
are
that
other
is true.
emotions other than happiness.
Yeah, that is true. And you want to know why that's true, Money Boy?
I'm listening.
The reason why that is true is because how you going to want to be able to experience happiness without experiencing pain? And then if you experience that's it's going to teach you a lesson to how to deal with it and cope it. But if you never dealt with it before, then that's the same thing with the concept with war and hate and everything else. Everything just a balance.
In this situation, a bully just getting bullied.
Joe said the low vibration is draining. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm not posting y'all comments, but I see them.
No, you said into the job finish. Empty the clip, B. Gang gang. Man, I have been waiting all day. Have you was that your have you been having issues with the music you've been playing for your intro?
Yeah. So this music that I'm playing right now, this is actually Facebook approved music. So they better not flag this.
Yeah, I've been waiting all day to get 19 seconds. The last 19 seconds of my live from last night. I've been waiting all day for that to trim to get my video back up. Every time I played that Gang Gang song, I had to trim it out. But it's been taking all day for the last 19 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Facebook been tripping. Actually, both of them, Facebook and YouTube, to be honest.
It just depends on whose song it is, because some folks will let the shit play, they just take the money. Other people, like, that shit blocked worldwide. I don't want your money. You just can't show this shit.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck about Gabby Petito.
Fuck yeah, you come up here and talk about Gabby.
Pardon my
matter of fact, your social therapist, Dr. Jefferson, she did a show off on Gabby the other day.
That's white people's issue, sir. I don't give a damn about her. Or Brian. She hit that man in the car, and the police talking about she should have went to jail for assault.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what up with it, Rush?
State Gang Rush, what it do?
We ain't gonna do you in on religion tonight. We're gonna wait the next weekend.
Well, right, Urban is scolding State Gang for being so vicious. He got a point, but it is what it is. Hold on,
talking about he called that vicious, man.
Well, no, he didn't call it vicious. He just he actually was speaking, generally speaking, and I just I personalized it, so
I thought Joe was
I
being
get what
too.
he's saying.
I thought Joe was being too light on the chick, boy. I was like, God damn. I'm used to people getting the spirit snatched out on them. Giving that good old Clyde Diva and shit. Yeah. Watch this. Goddamn boy, and the girl be over there crying and shit.
Hey, hey, Rush. Hey, Rush. Congratulations on your boy Kevin Samuel on the show the other day, saying that he's not gay, so people start calling him gay.
And that fool
Once and
gay.
for all.
If he ain't gay, boy, I mean, boy, he is. He's a product of humping cousins. So there's something ain't right with him. It's this blueberry ice cream I mixed together. Don't tell nobody.
But yeah, that's like I say, that's my perspective how I just feel about it. That um, both of y'all have some good points as well. So, and I agree with that. I can rock with that. You know,
Hey man, hey,
but at the end of the day, it
the
had to
gang finna
be
go
a
live.
resolution.
You pulling up? The gang finna go live on some fuck shit. You pulling up? It's
You,
not me. It's the joke. It's the Robinsons.
oh, we're talking about the Robinsons.
Yeah, they finna go live on some fuck shit on Shouter from New York. That's what I'm saying. See, even with we quiet, she was still bothering other people, and other people like fuck this shit. Hey, we
Mhm.
peaceful today. Other people not so much. They were peaceful. They been peaceful. They wasn't
Mhm.
bothering that lady. They was quiet for a couple days after they last gent. She won't stop. And the thing about them, they don't even care about. They do that shit and they do it for shits and giggles, and they take their videos down because they're not trying to monetize their page or nothing off this shit.
Mhm.
So who's really doing it for clicks and views? They don't ask nobody to come subscribe to their channel. They just talk their shit about whoever that's been talking about them, and they whatever. I put them on private, delete them, whatever it is they do. They you can't go on their page and find it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, no cap on that at all. But I mean, just like I said the other night when I was on your platform the other night, Money Boy. It just what is what it is. It's just for they get the clicks and likes and just the people to view the channel. But
Shit,
it's just
everything.
unfortunate that it's just us that's doing it. Black people that's doing it.
I will say this: anything that we do on here, good or bad, you better be doing it for clicks and views.
Yep.
Unless it's just a hobby and you don't care. Because like I said with the Robinson, it seems like to them this is just a hobby and they don't care because they're not trying to monetize their pages.
And I mean, truthfully, it ain't what we doing, it's the responses is what's really fucking up. You know what I'm saying? The business part of YouTube, the unnecessary flags, the calling the cops and stuff like this. Just like the sector I said I'm from and stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that sector and the beef sector, you know what I'm saying, is responsible for a lot of these new rules that's in place. You know what I'm saying? Cops being called too many times for situations on YouTube, just continuously flags, just people just being poor sports on shit.
Hmm.
They start something, but you know what I'm saying. They don't want to deal with the consequences once they start with it. They want to flag and and play the victim and all a bunch of bullshit.
Yep. Hey, hey, PMP. I actually had some of those steel balls, but I had lost them. Man, if I had them, I'll be just like Furious style with them balls on Boys in the Hood with y'all. But yeah, Yeah, I agree with you on that, Matt.
Yeah, I ain't doing no doxing. I'm not doing it. Even the way, like I pointed out to dude last night, the other guy, I was like, nigga, we reviewed some shit where they went in on your ass to the T. I said, we didn't show that. We edited that part out. We didn't have to. But again, it's just some shit I ain't gonna do. I don't judge nobody for the shit they do, but just for my conscience and well being and peace of mind, it's some shit I ain't gonna do.
Yeah.
Even though I understand it's gonna be people that do the shit to me. Can't stop it. I'm just not go. I go low, but I ain't going this low. Sometimes, yeah, I got a limit. Fuck that. I got more.
Yeah.
I got a limit.
Yeah, and that's the good part about that is that you personally created limitations on you within yourself, not bad limitations, but hey, this is how far I'm going to go with this situation, and that's it. It's a wrap for me. Versus people who totally do not have self control whatsoever.
Yeah, but even those people, you say balance. The universe has a way of balancing itself out. They'll self destruct because you can only be negative for so long.
Yep.
And then when you decide you want to be good after being negative so long, nobody wants to take you serious.
What one you said? Urban got that ejecto seat. But what time they going live on, Trey?
It said now it was supposed to have been like 8 minutes ago, but I set the reminder. It hadn't gone live yet, but I put the link in there. You can click the link and it'll take you to the thing so you can set the reminder.
Okay. Well,
But
you
they
know,
running behind.
well you know how they do. They go live on Black People Time. You know how we roll.
Yep.
So what's the plan, man? What's the plan, man? I'm in the back seat. Where we going?
Man, you pulling up for the fuck shit. And I'm let they run it. I want to see what they got. I want to hear because I'm sure they're gonna play what she said. I want to hear what she said. I'm here for the fuck shit tonight. I had
I
a
need
emotionally draining day, so I need a little fuck shit in my life.
Oh yeah.
who playing what? When? Who? What?
The Joker, the Robertsons.
Oh,
They're
Mm-hmm.
okay.
going
I said,
live
well,
shortly.
since I'm
Put
on
the
strip,
link
I
in
need
the
to come.
chat, sir.
Oh,
No, but they're going live off what I guess the old girl said about them today, because she went live about State Gang today.
you need a class on finishing.
She come out and talk like she won't just stick to one person. She gonna talk shit about everybody. She knows what she doing. But even one of her ploys the other day backfired when the lady came up on the panel that she thought she was gonna cause division and animosity between us, and it was an amicable conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of it will be a good conversation if they can get on the panel and actually talk. But I guess I don't know. It's too much bad blood in the past. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell
Um,
going on.
I mean, they not seen the video that they did that before, but it wasn't successful because um the whole flow of the panel wasn't balanced. It was more one sided, to be honest, from
They're out
my
of their
own
element.
perspective.
They're out of their element when they ain't doing negative shit.
Yeah, perhaps they need. If they do it again, perhaps they need me to be up there so I can want to be a moderator.
Yeah, so leave the moderating to the professionals, sir. That's why I have the belts. That's why I got the belts in my hand. You see them belts? You could see you as the moderator. You be a nice ass moderator. You gotta let them folks slang shit for shit. You can't stop and say, no, guys, it's a low blow. Nope, let them go. Let each person do it below the belt. Then you stop it. Like, now that y'all got that fuck shit out the way, we can't do that no more. Because we see where each other is willing to go, and those are sore spots for each other. So if we don't want to have each other upset to the nth degree, let's not go below the belt anymore. Sir, sir, I know how to do this too, sir.
Yep. But yeah, gone. We finna gonna jump off her. So we good. Check out the Robinsons. Check them out. See what we're talking
Y'all
about.
thought it was division and state gang. We all saw Urban title, didn't you? That's what y'all get, you peon brain motherfuckers. State gang, bitch.
Yeah, but
And we out, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And we'll see y'all again. Peace.
peace.